Hey everyone, welcome back to Jenny Explores, where I break down complex information into fun, digestible videos. Today we're going to learn about John, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus and a famous writer of the Bible. John was present at some of the most significant events in Jesus' life. That includes the Transfiguration on the mountain, his Last Supper with his disciples, the arrest in the garden, his crucifixion, and resurrection from the dead. John was also the only apostle who stayed near Jesus during his crucifixion. What a privilege. Not to be confused with John the Baptist, the Apostle John is the brother of James, another one of the 12 apostles. His father was Zebedee. John and James were working as a fisherman when Jesus called them to follow him. They left the nets and the family behind and became Jesus' disciples. They were called sons of thunder by Jesus for their fiery temper. In the early days, John was reckless, aggressive. In Mark 9, he forbade a man cast out demon in Jesus' name because he was not part of the 12. Jesus rebuked him, said no one could cast out demon in Jesus' name, and turn around and speak evil of him. In Luke chapter 9, John and his brother wanted to call down fire from heaven to destroy the Samaritans who refused to welcome Jesus. Again, Jesus had rebuked them. Under Jesus, John began to understand the need for humility. John is the only gospel that records Jesus washing his disciples' feet. Jesus' service must have impacted John greatly. John soon became one of Jesus' inner circle, along with Peter and James. John is also called the Apostle of Love. In his own gospel, he referred himself the one whom Jesus loved. His letters were also filled with expression of deep love for those in his care. By the time of crucifixion, Jesus had enough confidence in John to entrust him with his mother, Mary. From that day on, John cared for her as if she were his own mother. After Jesus ascended to heaven, John continued to preach his message along with other apostles. He traveled to different places, faced many challenges, even prosecution for his faith. He was then exiled to Patmos, where he received vision from God that he wrote down in the book of Revelation. John also wrote 4 other books in the New Testament, the Gospel according to John, which tells us about Jesus' life from a different perspective than Matthew, Mark, and Luke. The first letter of John, which teaches us how to love one another. The second letter of John warns us against false teacher, and the last letter encourages us to support faithful worker of God's kingdom. John wrote more about love than other New Testament authors. John had written more of the New Testament than any other member of the 12 apostles. John was born around 6 AD in Galilee and died around 100 AD at old age in Ephesus, where he found several churches. He was the only apostle who did not die a martyr death. He was buried there with respected followers. I hope you learned something new about this amazing man who loved Jesus so much that he devoted his whole life to serve him. What do you think of John? Let me know in the comments below. See you at the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Your support is critical to me. If you like my message, please subscribe. I would really appreciate if you can like and share this video with your friends, family, and social network. Thank you.